Hello, welcome back. We're doing some real fancy, crazy stuff. I'm gonna show you some of the prep that goes into it, and then we're gonna leave it be for a bit. I have one piece of cod thawing, and I've got 4.5 chicken tenders thawing. They're probably already thawed. Anyway, here's what we're doing. We're doing fish and chips with a twist. I've got the twisted. I don't know that it's not fish and chips. It's kind of twisted. Alright, look, I've got in this pot, or I should get something clearer, huh? In this pot, though, I took one large sweet potato that we kind of had hanging out, and it's been there for a hot minute, and I diced it, real easy, diced in little pieces. I like to leave the skin on because there's lots of nutrients, but they're not as pretty as regular potato skins. They're a little wrinkled, so I just gave them a quick boil. Literally, I boiled the water and put them in there for like 10 seconds, just in case there's some weird disease. I don't want to die. Oh. Anyway, this is my favorite technique in the whole world. It's the shake and bake technique. I take one of these coffee cans and I pop those potatoes in there. I pop a hot minute worth of olive oil. It's a drizzle. That was like 1/8 of a cup, maybe. And this is a sweet potato. Oh, I thought for a second I got oil on my boob and I was mad. Anyway, so this is a sweet potato, and that's what we're doing. We're doing a roasted sweet potato. I've got the minced garlic that I should really just put stock in, huh? I'm putting about, I'd like to show you, about a palmful of the minced garlic. And then I've got black pepper, and I've got about half a palmful of that, and that's going to go in there too. And then I've got ground cloves. Ooh. Do you see how much? That's about half a palmful. It looks like dirt. The cloves are really strong. I've got pumpkin pie spice, and I got 3/4 of a palmful of that. Pop it in there. I've got cinnamon. And I'm going to do probably about a whole palmful of the cinnamon, if it'll come out. Okay. It smells really good, like cookies. And then I'm going to do sugar. And I'm going to do 4 teaspoons of sugar. It smells really good. This is a nice sort of sweet and spicy dish. So 4 teaspoons of sugar. Cool. And then last but not least, I've got some sea salt. And I'm going to do about, however much that is. Looks like I have diarrhea on my hand, sorry. Alright, so I've got the sea salt, the sugar, the ground cloves, the pumpkin pie spice, the cinnamon, minced garlic, and black pepper, and the olive oil. And I'm just going to put the lid on this bad boy. I'm going to shake it. This is the shake and bake. Now, all I'm going to do is go turn my little toaster oven on. I don't need to grease the pan or anything because there's all this oil. You can practice some like crazy Afro-Brazilian dancing if you wanted to. Okay. Oh, it smells really good. There's a little bit of a clot. I'm just going to get a spoon and unclot it with the sugar. So yeah, all I'm doing is, look, I'm just stirring it a little bit more. Make sure that your potatoes, I'm going to show you just a couple of them here, make sure they're very coated and crunchy looking. They don't look that good, but let me tell you. Tried and true, kids, these are delicious. And look, I'm just popping them onto this, this cookie sheet. See? Lovely. I'm going to put them in the oven for 35-40 minutes. This is another one of those, you gotta smell it when it's done kind of dishes. Okay, now we're doing something really neat. I love beer battered fish and chips. I was about to tell you a whole story. I don't need to tell you that part. But I discovered over the summer that you could make like the beer batter and do chicken. instead of fish for people who don't like fish. Anyway, I don't have any beer, but I'm going to do something crazy. I like to put lemon zest in my batter. I'm going to use this. This is a grapefruit citrus burst soda that we have. I'm big on putting something you have in the fridge or in the cupboard that you probably aren't going to use for something else. Use that. Try it. Improvisation is the key to really good cooking. Okay, let's see. What am I going to do? About decent amount. What is that? Can you do the measurements? It came up to this little line, and it was originally at this line. So figure that one out, and then you're good to go. And I'm going to do a little bit of white wine, because I'm doing chicken and I'm doing fish. See the white wine that's left in that? I don't know, 1/7 of a bottle. And I'm going to put that in there. It's going to be real festive. And then I'm going to do flour. Now I'm going to pull you down here so you can kind of see what's going on. There's my liquid, and I'm going to grab my big whisk. Actually, it's not the big one. I do have a really large one that I don't ever use. I don't know why I don't use it. I don't know why I don't have a more organized drawer. Okay, I'm just going to grab the little one then. I can't find the medium one. So many whisks. Whisks. Alright, and I'm just going to put the flour, I don't know, what is that, 2 cups? This is one of those, you know, just kind of see how it goes. I'm going to mix that in. Once I get the consistency pretty right, then I'm going to add in the other seasonings. Oh wow, this smells really good. Okay, I gotta do some more of that soda. See how thick that is? I have a lot of fun making batter. I was so proud of myself when I figured out that I could make batter. I know. Sad, the things we get super excited about, huh? Look how foamy it is. Oh wow, it smells so good. Alright, we're gonna need some more. I really popped a lot of flour in there, huh? And FYI, you probably should have used a bigger whisk, because this one's giving me carpal tunnel. Let's mix it. It is so bubbly. There we go. Now it's starting to have that nice consistency. It's just flour and soda and a little bit of white wine. And we're going to fry the heck out of this, so that white wine's going to cook. Don't you worry, if you were worried. Kind of get the lumps out of it. Oh, there's always some on the sides. We have all this red stuff in the kitchen now. It's just sort of happened in the last couple of weeks. Fran got these red mixing bowls, and then she got this really fancy dish strainer because the one that we've been using forever was totally podunk. That's nice. And then I just got this next day. Ooh, I got real excited because it's a little baby Santoku. Okay, into this, we're doing like a sweet and salty kind of thing. So I'm just gonna, this pepper's gross. I'm just getting some seasonings. Don't get all antsy. I'm going to do white pepper because it's such a nice light dish, but I want it to have a little bit of a kick. So into that big batter. Thing is, when you're doing like a batter, see how much white pepper? Anyway, when you're doing a batter or any kind of like breading for fried stuff, it really soaks up a lot of the flavor. This is ground sage. It's a nice amount too. And then I'm going to do some sugar and some salt. I do 1 teaspoon of sugar and what is that? Half a palmful of the salt. Put that in there. And let me just take a quick peek and see if there's anything else I want. Yada yada yada, yada yada yada, yada yada yada. Yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of dill, just because it's fun to say dill. About half a palmful. Oh, it smells really nice. People are really afraid to use sage. I can't tell you how many people I've worked with in the food business that say, oh goodness, don't use sage. It tastes like Thanksgiving. Oh, that's fancy smelling. Alright, batter's done. I'm going to set that to the side. Batter's done. The potatoes are in. Oh, I want to make a quick pie. I'm going to make a quick, like a salsa-y, chutney-y kind of thing that's going to go over top of the chicken and the fish. I'm just throwing this into the sinky. This is another one of those meals that's like real super fancy, but really not. That's sort of my specialty. I like things to look fancy, but not be fancy. Alright. I'm going to get, you know, I've got a red onion in there. That's going to be nice. Let me just locate my red onion. Cool. I'm just going to make a little bit of this chutney. And let's say I put the potatoes in here, so I'll use this again for the onion. This is like, I don't know, not even a quarter of a red onion that I have. And I'm just going to chop it into some pretty decent sized chunkies. So, see, it's not too much at all. Oh, I think a piece of celery will be good in this too. Remember that real pretty celery I used on the pizza? Yeah! Well, I got more. Now this is already washed. Please always wash your celery. It's real grody if you don't. And people will be like, hey, why don't you wash your celery? You'd be like, girl, I did wash my celery. Why don't you wash your celery? And everyone's going to be all mad. Again, nice sized chunks. Alright. Here's where it gets funny. Now I got these pineapples. They're frozen. My roomies are big on the frozen veggies. Yeah, they don't make it real easy to open, do they? And the frozen fruits too, so I like to use them. They're pretty cool. I got, can you count that? 7. I got 7. We'll do 8. 8 little pineapple chunks here. We're sort of going with a citrusy, Hawaiian-y, Caribbean-y, out-of-this-worldy, crazy, Bailey kind of thing. And a handful of frozen blueberries. These, look, just kind of give them some rough chunking in here. You want really big pieces. Really big. Now, my friend that I'm doing the fish for, the pescatarian one that I did the tuna melt pizza for, yeah, I go way above and beyond for these people. These people, these funky eaters. Alright, so I'm going to put this in with the celery and the onions. I'm going to add some crushed red pepper, some olive oil, and then I'm going to saute it. So that's what we've got going on for now. Potatoes are in. I'm going to saute that up and show you what it looks like when I come back. And hopefully by then the meat will be thawed and we can fry it up with the batter. Alright, I'll see you soon.